When's the last time you started loving on yourself? No, really. When's the last time you looked in the mirror and loved what you saw? Without needing validation, without shrinking yourself, without questioning if you were enough. It's crazy because every time I ask this question, so many women walk away. They don't want to hear it, they shut down, they laugh it off. But why? Why is self love a topic that makes so many of us uncomfortable? We live in a time where more women are giving up on love, more women are turning cold, and more women are saying, fuck these niggas, I'll be the nigga myself. I get it, I do. Women have been played, betrayed, lied to, used, abandoned, humiliated, cheated on, and disrespected, and we're tired. We got tired of being the ones that care too much. We got tired of being the ones that give too much. We got tired of being the ones that hurt too much. So what did we do? We flipped the script. Now we're the ones playing the game. Now we're the ones that don't give a fuck. Now we're the ones treating men like they're disposable. Because society has conditioned us to believe that being heartless is power. And this is where the phrase, women are the new niggas come in. But we gotta ask ourselves, is this really the win? Women didn't just wake up one day and decide to stop trusting men. We adapted, we evolved. We saw what was happening generation after generation and said, I won't go through that. And that power, that shift, it ain't just happening in America. This shit is happening all over the globe. Me, us as black women, we come from generations of women who had to be both the mother and the father. We watch our grandmothers and mothers raise entire families alone, while men got a pass to be inconsistent. Society romanticizes the idea of a strong black woman, but that strength, it wasn't a choice. And after watching our mother struggle, we said it wouldn't be us. In Spanish, Guyanese, Haitian, Dominican, and other cultures, women are expected to stand by their man no matter what. Many grew up seeing their mothers hold down the home while fathers did whatever they wanted. The expectation is a good woman endures, a real woman sacrifices. But a lot of women woke up and said, nah, I'm choosing me. In many African households, women are taught obedience from birth. Marriage is the ultimate goal. If a woman is too independent, too outspoken, too strong willed, she's seen as disrespectful, unworthy, or too westernized. But today's African women are saying, I will not be silent. I will not settle just to meet expectations. This isn't just a trend, it's getting real out here. Women everywhere are saying, I refuse to suffer for love. And honestly, it makes sense. Because for so long, love has felt more like survival than peace. And the truth is, we've never experienced love without pain attached to it. We never had love without betrayal, disappointment, or struggle. We never been loved without conditions or expectations that drained us. Why? Girl, I don't know. We don't know. But I know when love does show up, we question it. When a man treats us right, we assume there's a catch. When we start catching feelings, we pull away before we can get hurt. Because we learn to associate love with pain. And the moment it feels too good to be true, we don't trust it. And I get it because I've been there. Let me be real with y'all. I had that mindset. I still have it in some ways. There was a point in my life when I said, fuck these niggas. I'll be the new nigga myself. And it wasn't just something I said to sound good or to fit in. I meant that shit. I lived that shit. At first, it wasn't even about me standing in my own power. It was me rejecting love altogether. It was me choosing to be numb. It was me convincing myself that I didn't need anybody. And the sad part about it all, I wasn't just hurt by a boyfriend. It wasn't just a relationship that let me down. The men I trusted from childhood let me down. The men in my family disappointed me. The ones who were supposed to protect me, guide me, uplift me. They showed me that I had to fend for myself. So by the time I reached adulthood, my mind was already made up. Men lie, men manipulate, men disappear. So why would I put myself in a position to trust one? I used to look at love and think, this ain't real. All the old school love, that deep partnership, that ride or die shit, I didn't believe in that anymore. I told myself I don't need a man. I'll be everything I need for myself. And in some ways, that was good for me. But in other ways, I was just running. Running from love, running from connection, running from even the possibility of something real. So what changed? Self-love, real self-love, not the picture perfect, feel good self-love, but the kind that forces you to sit in your pain and ask yourself, am I protecting myself or am I punishing myself? I talk about this in my first episode on my podcast, The Truth About Self-Love and What They Don't Tell You. Ladies, I had to correct myself first before I could even find balance. I had to understand that there's a difference between being independent and protecting yourself and being emotionally unavailable and running from love. And when I really sat with it, I realized I wasn't just being strong for myself. I was rejecting love out of fear. I wasn't being a new nigga. I was avoiding my own healing. Now, I won't sit here and act like there's no good that came from this shit. Nope. Breaking free from codependency, no longer need a man for survival, making my own money, creating my own happiness, and standing on my own 2 feet. Ladies, we're not out here waiting to be chosen. We raising the bar and demanding more. We're done with that bare minimum love. We're not tolerating broken men who want us to fix them while they drain us. We're requiring effort, emotional intelligence, and consistency. Bossing up and taking the lead. Us as women, we are building empires. We're in control of our lives, our finances, our emotions. We're not afraid to walk away. Sounds good, right? And it is. But here's the flip side. Somewhere along the way, we didn't just learn how to stand on our own. We started shutting love out completely, losing our softness. We built so many walls that now even the good men can't get in. We've convinced ourselves that being emotionless is a flex. We forgot that being strong doesn't mean being cold. The villain era mentality. Women are playing games just to get even, hurting men before they end up hurt, dating with an exit strategy instead of an open heart. Turning into the very thing we hated. The same way we hated how men lied, manipulated, and detached from love, some women out here doing the same shit. We say men ain't shit, but now we're moving like the men we said weren't shit. So are we really winning? Because at the end of the day, if we keep moving like love doesn't exist, we're only robbing ourselves. Now, the real corporate behind this shit is social media. I ain't even gonna lie, let's talk about it. Every day we see posts that glorify, get his money and dip. Never let a man think he got you in your feelings. Be a savage, not a lover. We're being fed a mindset that makes us emotionally unavailable. We're told that caring is weak, that being submissive is stupid, and that loving deeply makes us desperate. But let's be real, half the women pushing that narrative are crying behind closed doors. Because being hard all the time gets lonely. Women laugh at women who still believe in love, calling them pick-me's. They're weak for wanting a man to treat them softly. But deep down, don't we all want that? We gotta stop letting social media tell us what we should and shouldn't feel. Because a lot of these women out here screaming, I don't need a man, are the same ones crying at night when nobody's looking. Social media took this shift and turned it into a lifestyle. We look up to the influencers who say never let a man get you in your feelings. We repost TikToks that say play him before he plays you. We listen to celebrities who brag about not needing a man while secretly being in relationships. And we take it as law. The truth is social media glorifies a toxic version of independence. One where women compete instead of connect. Where being vulnerable is weak and being emotionally detached is a flex. But deep down, we know better. Now here's where it gets even deeper. Because we as women don't just live for ourselves. We are mothers, aunts, sisters, role models. There are little girls watching us. There are little boys looking up to us. And whether we realize it or not, we're shaping how they see love. If we teach our daughters that love is only pain, they'll expect pain. If we teach our sons that men are trash, they'll never see the value in being a good man. If we show the kids in our lives that relationships are nothing but a battlefield, that's all they'll know. We don't just break cycles for us, we break them for the next generation. Because if we don't, we're just passing the hurt down. Now, no, I'm not saying we should go back to being naive. I'm not saying we should tolerate disrespect. I'm not saying we should lower our standards. But I'm saying we don't have to be cold to be strong. You can be independent and still desire love. Having your own doesn't mean you can't want a partner. Love isn't weak. Choosing the wrong person is. You can be smart without being bitter. Being cautious is one thing, but being closed off to love completely, girl, that's just punishment. You can be the prize without playing games. Setting boundaries is good, but manipulating, testing, and playing mind games, that's just repeating the same cycle. Strength is knowing when to walk away, not shutting love out before it even has a chance. Because sometimes in trying so hard not to get hurt, we end up hurting ourselves the most. We gotta stop letting our pain turn us into people we don't even recognize. Yes, we got played. Yes, we got hurt. Yes, we had to learn the hard way, but we don't have to let that make us cold. Because at the end of the day, real strength isn't shutting love out. It's in knowing when to walk away, when to open up, and when to choose yourself. So before you say, I'm the new nigga, ask yourself, do you even want to be? Or have you just been hurt so much that you don't see any other way? Let's talk about it. Ladies, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all for tuning in, for listening, and for sitting with these truths, even the hard ones. This conversation is for us, it's for our growth, our healing, and our future. Because at the end of the day, we deserve more. We deserve love, happiness, and peace. But most importantly, we deserve to choose ourselves first. Thank you for joining me tonight again, ladies. I'll see you next Saturday at 7 p.m. for another powerful episode. And don't forget, Sunday, 8 p.m., it's time to get personal with Spilling My Cup. This Sunday, I'll be talking about why we as women keep choosing the same pain. It's going to get real. It's going to get deep. And I can't wait to spill it with all of y'all. See you then. Stay strong. Stay real. And most importantly, love yourself first. Bye.
Yeah. Bad little flex, she wanna know me. I stay low key, all gas, no brakes, baby, let them hoes sleep. Body on